Well, we are just about ready to leave. Takes me forever to get going. I can't believe how long it takes me to break camp. It's ridiculous. But I guess I'll get better at it as time goes on. Anyhow, the camp is in good shape. And I'll talk to you on the trail. Okay, we left the campsite. We're just getting ready to start on the Spicewood Branch Trail, 2.5 miles. Rated as difficult. We shall see. They've been pretty spot on so far at this part, so probably gonna be a tough 2.5 miles till I get up on the top. But that's okay. That's okay. I will say, I believe I slept better last night with less pain than any time I've been backpacking. The hammock is definitely more comfortable than sleeping even on an air mattress on the ground. I don't know how the tarp system I have is going to work. It's a 10 by 12, but this is that amok. So you actually lay in it a slightly different way. You lay crossways instead of lengthways with the suspension line. So it takes up more room to cover it. I have a 10 by 12 tarp. I'm thinking I probably need a 12 by 12. That extra foot on each end would make a difference, I believe, especially if it was really hard rain. But I saw some glimpses of sun earlier. It's supposed to rain today, tonight, something. We'll see. Good test. Later. Well, okay then. I guess they weren't really joking when they said it was going to get difficult. Because there it is. Walk with me a while. I guess we're going to have to pretty much go all the way up to the top on this trail. So we're going about 2,000 feet in elevation in about 2 miles. So yeah, it's going to be a huffer puffer. Slow and steady wins the race, eh? Wow. No joke. Pretty steep. Well, all right then. I thought I'd take a little bit of a break. And I have been doing some steady climbing, big time. Starting to get up a little bit now though, but I was way way down. I don't know if you can see through the trees all the way down. I was all the way down at the bottom down there. So let's go on up this trail a little bit. I think we're getting close to the top. It's just been a slog. I have been on worse trails, but this one's pretty difficult. And I think it's all relative. I think it depends on, you know, are you carrying a day pack or what? I see, you can see how the trail goes right up through that direction. Look at the size of that poplar tree right there. That's a big one. That's been there for a while. I can actually see sky over top of the trees there. I believe we're getting there. All these pretty white flowers. And there's a lot of trilliums up here too, getting ready to bloom. See, there's one right there. It doesn't have a bloom on it, but oh yeah, a little bit of views. Yeah. We'll be on Frozen Head at some point today, I hope. Okay. Later. Well, okay then. I had to stop and change batteries. And I stopped right next to this big tree. We'll look at it when we go by it a little bit. But you can see I've climbed up some, but still got a little ways to go. This is about 25 minutes after my last video section. So yeah, I haven't reached the top yet. That's okay, we'll get there. Man, I have perspired a lot because it has been non-stop uphill for a while. Well, this is a nice little break. I'll take it. There's some big trees up here. Forest is more open, probably because of the big trees. I mean, that's a massive oak right there. Yep, big trees. Later. Well, okay then. I finally made it up to the top. I'm in a big saddle right here. There's a big mountain up that way. And then Frozen Head is up that way. There's views out that way, which you won't see before too long when all the leaves come out. But I'm telling you what, that Spicewood Branch Trail, I ain't lying, that wasn't no joke, man. I mean, that was something else. And so I took me a nice long break right here, and finally got a cell phone signal. And so I checked the weather. There's supposed to be some bad weather, and I looked, and it's going to be pretty nasty here tomorrow. It's supposed to be pretty nice today. It's cool. It's supposed to be clearing up, but tomorrow, well, tonight they're calling for rain, and tomorrow there's supposed to be thunderstorms with heavy winds and stuff like that. You know, I'm not a thru hiker. I'm just up here kind of trying to enjoy myself. I'll get one of these multi-day or multi-night hikes in eventually, but this ain't gonna be it. You know, I said I was gonna do 2 nights and 3 days. Ain't happening, not this time. But yeah, but this is nice compared to what I was doing. That was rough, but I got her done. I did 3 miles. Yeah, 3 miles. Took me an hour and a half to do 3 miles. So, you know, I was doing 2 miles an hour, but I gained over 2,000 feet in elevation in 2 miles. So yeah, it was pretty steep. And now we're gonna head up to Frozen Head. There's an observation deck up here. Maybe by the time we get up there, it'll be kind of clear. I think there's about a mile to go. And then once I get done up there, I got a bug out trail I'm gonna take that's different than where I planned to go. But I should be out of here well before dark this evening. But this looks like they use it with a 4-wheeler or something to get up through here, I guess. But they have some big trees up here. This is beautiful. I love these big trees. Oh, this is nice compared to what I had been coming up. Okay, let's get on up this thing and get to the tower. A little while ago, I come around this curve, and there's 3 dogs, 2 of them with packs on. They're not very big, but man, they were barking and raising Cain. Scared me half to death. I wasn't expecting anything. And the younger couple comes around, they got them. I mean, we didn't stay and talk because the dogs were kind of agitated, but whoo-wee, took me off guard, that's for sure. Kind of scary there for a minute. It's like 1 you can deal with, but 3, yeah. But anyway, this has been the trail since I finished the Spicewood Branch Trail. I mean, this is a road, man. This is nice. I don't know if this was a Forest Service road, if this was a logging road. I just don't know when this area was logged here, because there are some huge trees in here. They're more than 100 years old, easily. So if they finished logging in 1925, I don't know, it's beautiful. I love seeing these big old trees. so I can make some good time here. I think I've got, well, the trail to the observation deck is, I think it's like a half a mile or something. So that's a mile. I got maybe a half a mile to get there. And then the trail that I'm going to take back to the truck is I'm not sure how many miles it is, 3 or 4. So I've got a little bit to do today, but not bad. I mean, it's going on 12 here. I'll get done in plenty of time. Here's a sign right here for something. It's probably for the trail I'm on now, the old Mac trail. Bunch of signs up here. Okay, that's the one I'm taking back. South Old Mac, 2.75 miles when I get back to this. But I'm gonna go up here. What I was gonna do for tonight, I was gonna take a left-hand turn and go down that way and spend the night and then leave tomorrow, but let's go up here to the lookout tower. This is a road. How about that? Half a mile. Oh yeah. We'll be out of here early afternoon because that trail there is downhill. So, but you can drive up to the observation tower or you can walk like I did. Driving's easier, walking's funner. All right, so we are on top of Frozen Head Mountain, and this is the observation deck that replaced the old fire tower that the Conservation Corps built years ago. So I guess that's some kind of, I don't know. Anyway, let's get on up here and see what it looks like. No, I did not wear my pack up here. It was hard enough getting up here as it was. The road getting up here was a half a mile straight up. They say you got 360 views. I don't know. We'll see. Looks like it's going to be a little hazy. Oh, it's windy. Yeah. Ooh. Really windy. So yeah, look at that. Frozen Head Mountain. I love it. Right on. All right, let's get down off of here and get out of here before the weather gets bad. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I bet on a clear day you can really see. All right, I'm gonna put the, look at the clouds moving, how fast they're moving. Yeah, we got a front coming in. All right, later. Well, didn't know if I was going to find it or not, but there it is. Trees growing right out of rocks. Cool, huh? All right, we're getting ready to start down South Old Mac, 2 3/4 miles away from the park office, and then maybe another mile walk back to the truck up the road. So yeah, this trip will be coming to an end. And if anybody's watching it besides you, babe, I mean, some people say, well, you know, I mean, what's wrong with you? You know, you're afraid of a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind? Well, no, I'm not, but I do want to enjoy this, you know, and I can enjoy it. I don't have to be here. I can come some other time. This is only 2.5 hours away from the house, so I'll come back up here and do some other parts, because there's 50 miles of trails up here anyway. So I'll be back to do it again. But it's like when I owned the motorcycle. That was just a toy for fun. You know, some people get out and they just ride it, don't matter how cold it is, how uncomfortable they are. I think that's macho or whatever. Hey, that's fine. If that's what they want to do, that's great. But I got out one morning. It was raining, cold rain. Supposed to meet up with a bunch of other guys and head out for a long ride for a couple of days. And it was raining. It was like 38 degrees. I'm all bundled up. And I mean, I'm riding that bike, you know, on the interstate. And I get about 10 miles away from home on the interstate. And I got to thinking about it. It's like, okay, now let's see. This is supposed to be fun. This is something that you want to do for enjoyment. So, what about what you're doing right now is fun? And I couldn't find a good answer. So the answer was nothing. So I'm like, then I ain't doing this. That's ignorant. And people can like it or they don't, whatever. I don't have to prove myself to anybody or to anyone, even myself. I know what I can do, what I can't do. I know what I want to do and what I don't want to do. And be miserable, possibly get struck by lightning. No thanks. I don't get a charge out of that kind of life. Anyway, so yeah, all that climbing up that I did this morning, that was like, whoo wee, I'm sweating. I'm going down now, because I'm going to come out just about where I was yesterday before I got to camp. I mean, I was almost at the park office then, so it's going to be the same thing. So I'm going to go down 2,000 feet and 2 3/4 miles. All right, talk to you later. Okay, so still on trail, still going down. I will say this trail is in better shape than the Spicewood Branch Trail. That was pretty sketchy in some parts. This is not bad. Downhill, making good time, not really having to break a sweat too much. Now, these trees that are down low like this, they're not as big as the ones that are higher up. I guess they were able to log these a lot easier than way up. But one thing I like about this park is their trails. Man, they have blazes everywhere. It's not difficult to figure out where you are and where you need to go, because they got a lot of trails that cross and meet and go different directions and everything. So This is a thigh burner here, going downhill like this. I expect my legs will be quivering like jello when I get down to the bottom. But making a lot faster time going down than going up. Not a lot to see in here, really. I mean, just a walk in the woods, not much water features. I mean, that's a cool old dead tree with all that moss on it. Well, I guess it ain't dead. It's not dead. Huh. So far, I've been pretty fortunate. I've fallen once and I rolled my right ankle twice. I don't know if that right ankle is weaker because of the injury I had when I was little with it. You know, I don't know if that caused any damage in that way or not. It's a little bit soupy in there. To make it where it's not as strong, I don't know. I mean, I've rolled my left one too, but it seems like I roll my right one more. I just don't know why. So, just thought I'd kind of show you. I mean, there's some pretty good sized trees in here, but nothing like was up on top. But this is some steep land. I'm telling you what. They had some gumption back then to log stuff this steep. And mules and cog trains. I guess they cut it by hand with hand saws too. Man, I just can't imagine all the work. Anyway, later. Well, okay then. I thought that rock was kind of interesting looking. Kind of weird. And then we got this here. How that tree falling over top of those rocks. And this rock wall here. And that means that land goes down, down, down. Man, you step off trail here, it'll take you a while before you stop. A slight incline, that's nice. Alright, thought you'd like to see that. Well, we're getting close to the, I don't think it's the Visitor Center, that's what they call it. We're getting close. And, yep, this trip is coming to an end. That trail right there, that's where I came from yesterday, and then went up to my right and stayed at the campground and just made a huge big loop. And now I'm going to walk down here to the ranger state, or to the visitor center and then walk up the road for about a mile to the truck. And that'll be it. Sun's out right now, but it's supposed to really get nasty, so. Is what it is. That's okay. So this will be a, I don't know, 8.5 mile day, something like that. That's not too bad. A little over 7 yesterday, 8 today. Yeah. 15, almost 16 miles in 2 days. I mean, I know a lot of people do that in one day, but okay. See you at the truck. Okay, I'm back at the truck finally. Long day. A good trip. I really enjoyed the trip. I enjoyed the hammock a lot. It was very comfortable. Just going to take me some getting used to set it up. That's the first time I've used it. So, but yeah, I mean, it's got all kinds of room inside for you to store stuff and put stuff in it, and I could hang my pack underneath. I mean, it just worked out great. So I'm very, very pleased with how that worked out. So that may be what I stick with. I don't know. We'll see. If I can get the right kind of tarp for it, cover over it so that it covers everything securely. So even if I get a big storm, I'll be okay. Excuse me. Anyway, I didn't sleep. I slept good when I slept, but I woke up at 3 o'clock and couldn't get back to sleep, so that's why I'm yawning. But overall, good trip, nice weather. I mean, you know, no complaints. Nice park. I really like this park. It's got a lot of stuff to do. So anyway, we'll get a two-nighter in one of these days before too long. We'll talk to you later.